Alright, this is my ending thoughts on the Far Harbor DLC. I recorded it. I'm recording this, after I've already played it. I forgot to have my audio on while I was playing. So I figured I'd just do it like this. This is all the ending stuff. So it's going to be from here to the end of the DLC. So if you don't want to see any of that stuff, spoilers, whatever, run. Alright, so I really enjoyed Far Harbor. I recorded this a minute ago, and I had to redo it because I actually called it Point Lookout. Far Harbor is different than Point Lookout, though. I think it's much, much better. Much more depth, in my opinion. Because, I mean, you got all these factions, and there's side quests. I recommend doing all the side quests for every faction. There is a way to get peace between everybody. I mean, you might have to lie and do a little bit of shady shit, but overall there will be peace. And that's what I did. I got peace between the whole island. I think my favorite missions had to be the Vault 18 one, 118. The mystery in there, it was so good. I loved it. I wish there were more things like that. There weren't really a whole lot of missions that I can think of that I enjoyed as much as that one. I enjoyed the Red Death. That was really good. It was short, but it was good. I liked it. There's no ghoul whale that I can find. I guess it's not a thing. I'm like fucking X-Files over here though. I'm looking up at the fucking I'm looking outside at the ocean. I'm like, oh man, there's a ghoul whale out there. I want to believe. I want to believe. But I can't find a ghoul whale. I doubt there is one. But if there is, that'll be amazing when I do find it. There's a few pointless quests, like real fucking pointless in this game. I don't know why they made them. Like if you're not gonna follow through with it, why do it? That would be the Brotherhood one. Well, I'm in the Brotherhood, so it's a faction thing. I was like, man, they put factions in here. Like your faction actually matters. No, it doesn't. If I tell the Brotherhood about it, they send some guys. We all storm the damn place like we're the SS, and these guys are the Jews, and just mow them down, pretty much. That's a bad comparison, I guess, but that's what it feels like. Like, that's the exact... It's just like when I killed the railroad. I get that exact feeling, like, man, I'm a son of a bitch. I'm a piece of shit. But, and then that's it. Elder Maxon never says a damn word about it. What's his name? Not Proctor, fucking the dude that tells you, would you like to train a squire? Would you like to lead a dingle dangle? That guy? Yeah, he doesn't say anything else about it. I was like, man, you don't get anything from this. You just murder a bunch of synths for no reason. The Brotherhood stays on the island. I didn't really play much after because I was just annoyed.
Going to be peace on the island.
And I didn't save. I didn't tell the Brotherhood shit in the end. Then there's a friendly supermune you can find, which is overall pointless.
I just hope it lasts.
He's a cool design and everything. I'm like, man, I bet he's going to be an awesome companion or have a cool quest. Or no, he sells you stuff and dogs. That's it. Longfellow, I like him. He doesn't have much going on either, but as far as a companion, he's my favorite because he doesn't bitch at me when I grab shit. And he just says some goofy stuff along the way.
I could have just stayed home.
I like a couple of the bases, or whatever you want to call them, the settlements that are here. Way better than anything in the Commonwealth. Just because there's one like in a tool store or something, I can't remember. But it's really fortified. It's like a place that they would actually, it would actually be smart to settle. Unlike some of the places where it's just like a random shack, you know what I mean? So it's cool. And I'm definitely going to work on building that up. There's a couple other things I was going to talk about if I can remember. I don't know if I already said it, but do all the side quests for the factions. You get some cool armor. Well, you get cool rewards. the children of Adam. I keep calling them the Brotherhood of Adam. The children of Adam. They give you a pretty cool melee weapon, a pretty cool helmet. The Harbormen, they give you a pretty sweet diving suit.
You're right, Kasumi.
Arcadia, I think it's just, I don't remember really. I'm not sure if you get shit.
We'll
I mean, you get a chest piece, but I think it's just like a normal synth chest piece with good stats.
Everything.
I'm not a fan of the synth chest piece, but oh yeah, and you can get this cool tactical armor that I was wearing. I think it's the Assault Marine armor or whatever. You find that somewhere. And yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It's probably my favorite armor yet. But so overall, I really enjoyed it. I think it was worth the $25 that I paid for it. There were a few things that were a little disappointing, but overall, you know, it was good. If I was going to give it like one of those goofy scores, say probably 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, something like that. 8 out of 10 mainly because of that Vault 118 quest. I love that fucking quest, man. And there's something else I was going to talk about, man. Hold on.
Let none stand in the way of his radiant will. Glory to Atom! Glory to Atom!
I cannot think of it for the life of me. Oh, you get, well, anyway, going on past whatever I was going to say. There's stuff here too, like crafting stuff for settlements. There's a few things, like there's barns now. There's some miscellaneous stuff.
I knew it.
Then there's some lighting where it's like these glowing piss jars around here.
There, beside our
It doesn't cause radiation though, so it's good.
Here, you must have this. It only seems right. It's worn by his favored child.
Oh yeah, and here's one of those chest pieces that they gave me. But yeah, it's definitely worth it. I think it would have been interesting, you know, if Far Harbor was bigger and stuff, if they would have just made a whole game in Far Harbor. You know, obviously, like I said, you'd have to make the map a lot bigger, a lot more stuff. But yeah, I like it. Keep saying, yeah, I like it. It's really good. Yeah, that's just this fucking review or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to shut up now. The rest of the video, it's just going to be, you know, me going through this, but I won't be talking because I forgot to turn on my audio. And there you go. And enjoy the rest. Hopefully you will. And hopefully you enjoy the DLC. I'd like to know if you want to comment. I'd like to see a comment. If you enjoyed the DLC, what was your favorite DLC for all the Fallout games? And all that kind of stuff if you want. I'd be interested to see. Alright, well, I'm going to go. And, yeah. Hopefully see you guys with the next DLC or whatever happens with Fallout. And so on and so forth.
And if you know anything about them, you know how serious that is.
But those missionaries of his...
They won't be a problem. He's keeping them clear of Far Harbor. No more preachers coming.
So they just going to forgive what Alan's done?
They're, well, God commanded them to let that go. So, yeah, I think they've forgiven us. So they'll stay on their part of the island, and we'll stay on ours. That's all.
Look at all we've done to the harbor.
Avery.
Finally feel
I need to
safe.
talk to you.
Here for
Tectus
trade?
wasn't specific, but he said that you were an instrument of Adam's will. Because of you, I think we have a real chance of peace here.
I wish you both well.
Truly, we don't deserve you. Once the fog recedes, and given time, it always does, we'll take our island back. And that's thanks to you. I'll be damned if I give up on taking back my land.
I'm home.
Kasumi? Oh my god, my baby is okay.
Welcome back home, Kasumi.
It's good to be home.
You saved my daughter. Thank you.
Happy to do it, Kenji.
You don't often see kindness in the Commonwealth. I'll never forget this.
If any of you ever need help again, you know where to find us.
Kasumi, does this mean you know we're your parents, right? You're not a synth.
I know, Mom. I'm sorry. I was just so confused. I wanted to go somewhere. Anywhere.
It's okay, Kasumi. You're home now.
Hold on to her, Kenji. You never know when your family is going to be taken from you.
I'm glad you understand. It's a terrible world out there. We only have each other. There's one last thing you and I need to discuss. Your reward for bringing my daughter home safely. We don't have much to offer, but my father traveled the Commonwealth. He had quite a collection before he died. I buried it all near the house. I'm not the explorer he was. I don't need them. I think they would be better with you.
Thank you, Kenji.
You've earned it. You traveled far and back to get me answers. Thank you again. You saved my family. We won't forget that.
See you around, Kenji.
Goodbye, Nick. Best of luck to you and your partner in the future.
Well, ain't that a blast from the past?
Heads up.
In this line of work, you have to expect the unexpected. Still, I've got to admit, I've never had a case quite like Kasumi's.
Really? Never?
Well, there was that time I got hired by someone who'd been frozen in a vault for 200 years. That one's been a doozy so far. I'm glad things ended as well as they have. The Nakanos are a happy family again. As much as anyone around here can be.
You're back. How did everything go with the Nakano case?
I tracked Kenji's daughter to a synth refuge up north near Far Harbor. She's back home, safe and sound.
That's great. We don't often get to bring people good news. It's a nice change of pace. Thanks for coming in for this one. I knew something good was happening when you and Nick started working together. Don't be a stranger, Gumshoe.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you're giving our friend here all the credit.
Just keeping you on your toes, Nick.
Heads up.
Go on.
Nick.
Something I can do?
Your thoughts?
You'd be shocked how many folks
I think it's about time we called it quits.
Shame. I guess I'll just head home. Won't be the same without you.
Thanks again for closing out the Nakano case. You never know where some of the hard ones are going to take you.